Hi YouTube, it's Mama Jo John, and today we're going to be talking about why exactly I don't care that my YouTube channel is growing slowly, and why you shouldn't either. Okay, so I want to start this video off by talking about Paula Patricia. She is a viewer of mine. Her name has changed a few different times. It was like Nesmithy. Sorry girl, I don't know how to pronounce your YouTube name correctly, but now she's changed it to Paula Patricia. She is a very new YouTuber. I think I was her third subscriber. She's been super supportive of me, and she asked me to make a video talking about how to start a YouTube channel. First of all, Paula, girl, your YouTube channel is like way better than mine. She does these amazing little drawings, you guys. If you're interested in kind of like an artistic medium centered channel, go check her out. I'll leave her link in the description box below. Super talented, great at drawing. She's edited really well, beautiful lighting, great music. Amazing. So to be completely honest, I'm probably not a good person to ask in terms of how to start a YouTube channel because yes, I've done it. I'm semi-successful at it. You know, I have around 1,000 subscribers, but in the grand scheme of things, there's a lot of people who are way bigger than me and a lot of people who are way better than me. So I'm going to say search on YouTube if you want a bunch of information on how to properly start a YouTube channel, because I feel like I'm just kind of winging it and figuring it out as I go, which we're going to get into more in this video. But today I wanted to talk about basically why slow growth on YouTube is not bad growth. Slow growth is very, very good growth. So I've actually had very slow growth on YouTube. I've been on YouTube 3 years. I have had YouTube channels since I was 14 years old. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like 14 years ago, I was on YouTube. I was on it way back, like way, way back. And I've always had, you know, interaction on my YouTube channels, but when I started this YouTube channel, I made a video called my $500 baby budget haul where I got everything I needed for Charlotte for $500. That video was the 5th video I ever posted, and that video went viral. So within my first 5 videos, I had an intense amount of growth. And then unfortunately, right after Charlotte was born, I made one more video about breastfeeding and fell off the face of the planet because I was going through a divorce. I was going through a bunch of financial trouble, and I don't know, I was so afraid of what my image was going to look like because I thought this YouTube channel was just going to be a really great family channel talking about my life as a mom, married with a baby, you know, that's the channel I wanted to run. Clearly life was not going that way, so I felt really embarrassed about where my channel was going to go from there, and I kind of been back on sporadically since then, experimenting in different niches. I started to really get into the debt-free community, but also stayed in the mom community because the moms community is what made me really big. It was my first viral video. It's where I got 200 subscribers right off the bat. I just really struggled to find my niche since then, to find my next video idea that's going to be really big, that's going to grow my channel a ton, that's going to get me a lot of new viewers. So I have way too many interests that I want to share on this channel. I am all over the place. It's really hard for me to limit down and figure out exactly what I want to focus on. And I know that in order to be successful, because within my own business, I have a few different brands, but I've had to really zone in on those brands, work on growing those specific brands, and realizing that each of those brands has to have their own very specific niche. I can't, you know, be selling like household cleaners and like natural organic dog treats from the same company. It doesn't match. And on YouTube, you do kind of have to have a brand. You have to have a very specific niche. You have to have a target audience, because if your channel is like my channel is right now, all over the place, you're just not going to have regular viewership, and you're probably going to lose a lot of viewers because you're not consistently providing them the content that they originally came to you for. The thing with me is that I go through waves in life. You know, originally my channel started out as me being a military wife and having a newborn baby, and then my channel transitioned into me being divorced and having to pay off debt, and then my channel transitioned into me going on my zero waste journey, and now it's me as a single mom as a whole with content all over the place. And I think a really important thing to think about when you're starting your YouTube channel, or just when you're a smaller creator, is what niche can you zone in on that's going to flow with you through the waves of life. And that's something that I have not attained yet, and something that I'm still working on. I'm really conflicted because in terms of my parenting videos, long term, they do better. I have consistent, regular views on a lot of my parenting videos, but short term, my financial videos do better. My budget videos, my debt-free videos. Long term, though, I don't continue to get views on those videos. So it's really hard. Do I want to make content that long term is going to continue to bring me in steady views? Or do I want to make content that short term really seems to appeal to my immediate audience, but loses out on bringing in new audience members in the future? I don't know what I'm doing, but that's why it is so good that I have slow growth on this channel. And there's a lot of ways that this can be linked to slow growth within a business. You don't want overnight success. Overnight success is almost like a guarantee for long-term failure. Slow growth allows you to work out struggles. You're going to run into roadblocks. You're going to run into issues. You're going to run into things that you weren't planning on. If you have very quick growth, you're not going to be able to keep up with all of the roadblocks and struggles that are coming at you at once. It's very hard to keep up with intense growth when you're not prepared to do so. When you're starting out really super small, like I did with my business and like I did with my YouTube channel, it's very hard to handle very quick growth. You want time to be able to handle one roadblock at a time. So when one individual thing comes up, you can learn how to deal with it. Like something for me is, hate comments on YouTube. Every single YouTube creator is going to get hate comments eventually. Learning how to properly deal with those comments, remain poised with those comments, basically really just ignore those comments, is a roadblock that a lot of YouTubers have to overcome. In my small business world, dealing with unhappy customers is something that I had to learn to deal with. I had to learn how to properly handle unhappy customers in a way that was going to benefit my customer, benefit my business, benefit my brand. Hateful YouTube comments and unhappy customers kind of coincide in that sense, that you're learning how to deal with an unhappy person within your brand. It is very easy to learn how to slowly deal with those things as they trickle in, as you have one unhappy customer a week and one hate comment a week. If you have 10,000 hate comments a week or 10,000 unhappy customers all at once, that's a lot harder for you to handle. So learning how to progressively handle more of those things, manage those things in an appropriate manner, that's super important. Slow growth within my business and slow growth within my YouTube channel has allowed me to really handle each individual roadblock in a manageable way. The second great thing is you can find out what works and what doesn't, really without much consequence. When you're slow growth, you don't have a lot to invest. Like right now, I don't have a lot to invest in terms of my YouTube channel. I'm not investing a lot of money, I'm just investing a lot of time, and I don't have a lot to lose except for my time. I don't have a lot of subscribers to lose if I screw up and do something really bad on camera, which hopefully I wouldn't do, but it's not as big of a deal if I grew really fast, had 10,000 subscribers, did something really stupid, lost, 50% of them. Now, if I lose 50% of my subscribers, it's only 500 subscribers. That's huge. It's huge for me. Please don't let that happen. But it's not as big of a deal as if I had already grown bigger and was losing subscribers. I can gradually learn proper management in terms of time, in terms of effort, in terms of where I need to be putting my energy. In my business, I had to learn how to properly manage time. How much time was I putting towards fulfilling inventory orders? How much time was I putting towards prepping and manufacturing inventory? How much time was I putting towards online marketing in my business? I had to learn what really worked within my specific business, and you'll have to learn what works within your YouTube channel as well. I'm having to learn what works within my YouTube channel. How much time should I really be putting towards videos? How much time should I be putting towards replying to YouTube comments? How much time should I be putting towards advertising? I have to see what really pays off, what works for me, and what is a healthy just time management within this community. Just like what is a healthy time management within my business. And with gradual growth, I can learn, again, what works, what doesn't, where I need to be focusing time and energy in order to have that steady, natural, organic growth that's going to benefit me in the long run, because it's going to make it easier for me to just manage this business throughout my entire life if I've acquired the skills to manage it appropriately slowly over time. It becomes habit when you do that. It becomes natural. You know what you're doing and you're professional in the way you're handling everything. I just had like a sneezing fit, so my eyes are super watery, my nose is red. You guys know why. Another great thing about slow growth is that you can change without consequence. Right now, I'm at a point in my YouTube journey where I'm attempting to limit down a niche. But if the niche that I choose is not working out, I'm losing subscribers, I'm losing interaction, I can change it without consequence. You know, it's not like I've grown to 1 million subscribers and then I'm changing my niche. You can really find what works, what you're passionate about, what you really want to do. Same thing within my business. I tried a lot of different niches starting out, zoned it down into a few niches that I enjoyed and that were working. Gosh, you guys, allergies are terrible. I feel so bad. Like all of a sudden my nose is super nasally. I'm so sorry. The great thing about slow growth is that it allows you to change. You can change, you can develop, you can grow. And there really isn't a lot of consequence linked to that. Whereas if you have really rapid growth, you're pretty much zoned in. You have to stay in the niche that you've chosen. You have to stay in the category that you've chosen. And you really can't veer out too much from that without honestly angering your supporters. Which brings me to the next great thing about slow growth is that I can learn what I like. You know, when I'm putting out content on YouTube, sometimes I'm like, I'm just not super proud of this video. It's good enough that I can put it out there, but in the long run, is that a video that I want to create again? You know, there's a lot of videos where I'm like, you know, I don't want to make any more of that content. And I can learn that and I can decide that's not the style that I want to have without impacting my brand in the process. I'm so slow right now that I can experiment. I can figure out what I personally enjoy and I can run with that without losing a bunch of subscribers in the process. And most importantly, with slow growth, and really what all of these things entail, is the fact that you can learn how to manage your growth. You know, the more you grow, the more you're prepared to do so when you're growing slowly. You know how to handle more comments. You know how to handle bad comments. You know how to handle putting out content efficiently, effectively. You know how to create thumbnails in a way that, you know, works for your channel. Slow growth within this community is often viewed as not a great thing. Like, you want to be the viral person. You want to get big really quickly. And that's not necessarily always a good thing, because very fast growth is just not sustainable and it's very easy to effectively manage. There are a lot of people like myself who will get that one viral video and then not know how to grow off of that because they haven't had steady organic growth, because they haven't learned how to manage that growth, because they haven't learned how to optimize that growth. That's what happened with me starting out. I had that viral video. I went really big right away. I got a ton of views. I got a ton of subscribers, and I didn't know how to continue to utilize all of that. I didn't know how to take advantage of that. Slow growth is the best thing that can happen for your YouTube channel. Having people trickle in who genuinely want to support you, who like the content that you've created as a whole on your channel, not just that one viral video. Slow growth is so important. Slow growth is good growth. Same in your business. Learning how to manage your business in a slow, acceptable, easy manner is a really good thing. Treat your YouTube channel in the way that I treat my small business. I'm treating them both in the same way. And I'm grateful for the growth that I get. I'm not expecting big growth, and I'm not hoping for overnight success, because overnight success isn't the path to long-term success for most people. So if there's one piece of advice that I can give you, Paula, I'm sorry that I couldn't explain to you all of the great ways to start a YouTube channel. You're doing amazing, by the way. You're doing really good. Like, good for you. I'm so proud of anyone who gets on YouTube, who has the courage to post their content. You know, it's hard starting out. You're very rarely like, look at this amazing thing I made. A lot of times you're a little embarrassed, you're awkward, you don't know what you're doing. It's a process to figure it out. Paula, you're doing amazing. You're like as good as me. You're way better than me. Most people are, let's be real. But really what I can tell you, if I could tell anything to any YouTuber who's smaller than me or even under 10,000 like viewers, under 10,000 subscribers, it's that slow growth is really good growth. I know this. I've been in the small business world for 10 years now. For 10 years, I've been running my own small business. So I know that slow growth is vital in my success. Slow growth has allowed me to have this sustainable success. And it's the same way on YouTube. Slow growth is a really good thing. Slow, organic, manageable growth is a great thing. So don't push for the viral videos. Push for good quality content that's going to keep people coming back to your channel. And that's really where you're going to learn how to be truly successful on this platform. I know I'm saying that as someone who's like not super successful on this platform, but I'm successful in small business in general. And I think a lot of people are starting to view YouTube as a small business venture. So if there's one piece of advice that I can give as a small business owner to fellow small business content creators, is that be proud of the small growth, welcome the small growth, and acknowledge that small growth is absolutely the best growth that you can have. Paula, I hope you found something insightful in this video, and fellow YouTube content creators or just people who are curious about my opinion on this, I hope you guys found this entertaining and useful. And as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.